Well, we're getting close to the big $200,000 Golden Nugget next month, and there's several outstanding 4-year-olds showing their wares in the last few weeks, and one of them is Stefsbest, a 4-year-old in the stables of Ross Oliveri and Chris Voke. You must be delighted with the way Stefsbest is racing.
Yeah, I certainly am, Ken. He hasn't done nothing. Well, he's done nothing wrong since he's been here, and I think he's still got improving in him.
He won with a leg in the air at Pinjarra.
Well, and he should have. You know, if he's going to be a Nugget horse, he beat him up like he should have beat them up. But I was surprised at the ease at which he did it. I think we had a couple more gears up our sleeve, and the time was pretty good. I think he'll improve sharply, and he'll be hard to beat Friday.
Yes, well, he's drawn the prize barrier number 1, and in that same race with Stefsbest, Ross Oliveri's also got another runner in Carrera Mac, and you've driven that 4-year-old a few times.
Yeah, look, I think Carrera Mac, he's got to be driven with a sit at this stage in his careers. I think he's probably one of his best runs was in a Derby prelude last year where he sat on the pegs and sort of got held up in a 156 mile rate. So I think as he gets up in grade, being a sit and kick horse, it'll suit him better. So, you know, he'll be driven cold from the rail or a soft run somewhere. And, you know, I think as long as you know, we don't get torched early too much, I think we'll be, you know, Stefsbest will be hard to beat anyway.
And Chris, you drive the very consistent Bruce Stanley trained trotter, a Lightning Quarter. He's off 30 metres, so he faces a bit of a task in the last.
Yeah, and you know, I think Ross's horse, horse that beat us last start.
Son of Flindenny.
Yeah, we only had to gave him 10 metres last start, and he beat us by, you know, a length and a half. And Friday we got to give him 20 metres. So. Common sense would say, mathematics, you'd find it hard to beat Son of Flindenny, but there's a couple of other good trotters in that. You know, it'd be good if the race was run genuine and probably didn't have to drive him as tough. But like I said, he's done nothing wrong. Bruce has got him going, I think, career best, and you know, he's not without a chance, but you know, he'll need to bring his A game, I think, off the handicap.
And Chris, in the Norm's Daughter Classic for mares, you drive Gotta Go Gabbana. She's had 2 starts since a spell, but she hasn't fared very well in the barrier with the outside of the front line, barrier 9.
I know, yeah, it wasn't ideal, and probably to make matters worse, Brownie's horses drawn 4 or 5, and you know, looks her race to lose really. I think bad luck's probably gets her beat, but you know, I think placings are up for grabs. It's $50,000 race, so there's good money on offer for 2nd to 5th. So I think she'll finish somewhere there, but I guess it depends. The tempo that Eden Franco sets will depend on our chances, I guess. But
you'll be taking hold of Gotta Go Gabbana at the start.
Oh, look at see how quick they're going. You know, she's a mare that races better on pace. So if there's no pace early, she'll be outside Brownie's horse, and you know, do our best to try and run 2nd to her.
Well, let's hope you have a great night, particularly with Stefsbest on Friday night.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ross has had a good plan for that horse since he's got to WA, and he's progressing, and I think you know, seeing him run, you know, a top 3 finish, you know, I think he can win, but you know, cements his chances to get a start in the Nugget to start with. So that's the aim.